What is going on, everyone? My name's Boit, and I'm back with some more Age of Mythology, the Titans action, spawning in the left side of the map, in the red color, playing as Hades. His name is Ulysses. His opponent today, in the blue color, playing as Poseidon. His name is Matreiuss. The map is Mediterranean, and the first game there went to Ulysses, and as the tournament format dictates, the loser of the most recently played game gets to pick what map is played on next. And this means Matreiuss, losing game one, decided to play on Mediterranean. So all of you with your torches and pitchforks, myself included, whoever wants to lead, that's cool, but we're going to go after him and start jabbing him. Just kidding. Maybe this game's going to be fun. We do have a Greek mirror, which with defensive Hades here as well, which means that there's a lot of potential for this game to go very, very late. Just depending on how the gold mines are situated. We do have a decent gold mine here for Ulysses as a second one. And same thing here for Matreiuss. I wouldn't be surprised to see nothing much happening on water. And then town centers getting grabbed because of how good the second gold mines actually are here for both players. So we'll see how this game's gonna come at this point. We do see the safe granary first here for Ulysses. I absolutely love that play. I think it's better than what Matreiuss is doing here, but only a little bit. You do have lure, so it makes more sense for a Poseidon player to do this build because you have lure. It's going to bring in that hunt, which means you're going to have resources right next to your town center. We do see him immediately targeting down the ball here, and you're seeing the big problem that happens with this build order is that you have to force drop quite a lot. And that actually makes you lose a very small amount of resources, which you might actually gain back by having the earlier fishing ship, but it definitely doesn't put you in that much of a lead. As we can actually see 5 fishing ships to 4 fishing ships. It's still very, very close. Both players will advance at roughly the same time here as well. And there's not going to be any solid advantage for either player come the differences in this build order. And we'll see how this is all going to actually eventuate here as the pigs making their way back home. It's really important to save these pigs. You don't want to overkill these pigs, kind of like what Ulysses is doing now. He's killed one pig too many, maybe. He's killing another pig here. You do want to make sure you leave these alive just in case you need to be gathering food, making sure you don't have to farm straight away, putting off farming for as long as possible. Very, very important. Now, the real question that arises in this matchup is Hades has got access to Athena and Ares. Matreiuss has got access to Ares and Hermes. So which ones do you pick here? Do you go with Hermes with the intention of kind of denying restoration to like ceasefire the restoration? Or do you go through Ares to try and give yourself an advantage on the water against Athena to pestilence the enemy docks? And then conversely, does Ulysses go through with Ares or Athena? Is it even a bit of a rock, paper, scissors situation in of itself, or not really? I don't actually know. We are seeing Athena and we are seeing Ares. So Athena, Ares, interesting choices. We'll see how it's going to go. Fishing ship situation is 8 fishing ships apiece. No real advantage there where that's concerned. What we normally see here against Ares is triple docks. But you don't know that Ares is coming through until it comes through. So we'll see how the game's going to continue. The Katoskopos of Ulysses running through his opponent's base right now, looking for something to snipe. Or just kind of looking for something to view. Seeing exactly what Matreiuss is doing. Make sure there's no cheeky shenanigans here. As Athena and Ares just about to pop. We do have a very, very annoying lion here that will get taken out. No problems. Hand axe for both players coming through. Matreiuss is just a touch in front of Ulysses, but no real advantage to be seen there. Not a third dock up just yet for Ulysses. It's a bit of a surprise. Would have assumed he would have maybe made a safety third dock, and then he could have maybe deleted it. Just start building it. And we do see him throwing it down as the trireme are coming down. And if I'm Ulysses right now, perfect. absolutely stunning from Ulysses. If I'm Ulysses right now, I am garrisoning my trireme in my dock and going to be taking just a little bit of a hit to my fishing while I get this dock up. This is important. Get the dock up, then you can drop out a couple of trireme in order to force the pestilence, or maybe not force the pestilence, but definitely very smart here from Ulysses. Going to be using his abilities. Oh, unfortunately, he dropped out one trireme already. Nice micro there from Matreiuss to pull back. Utilizing the Hades advantage here. We do see that those trireme are coming out now to fight. Matreiuss microing it nicely at this point. And there's the pestilence coming through. Now the trireme of Ulysses should simply just start rotating around the map. Just walk all the way around the map. Distract, distract, distract. Ulysses will need to put a couple of villagers onto food here. And then build some more houses. So at this point, you just chuck these villagers onto picks. Make sure you've got 4 villagers on picks here. And then go straight back onto wood as if nothing was going on. And then you do have your restoration to do something. We do see the Minotaur and Ajax getting a little bit of value inside of Matreiuss's base. We've also got Ulysses coming in here with an early Chiron. Very, very naughty boy here, as we are seeing Matreiuss getting so much value out of a Cyclops right now inside of Ulysses' base. It looks like he did manage to get his special ability off. No, yeah, I don't think you can use special ability on villagers. Can be used on humans and villagers. There you go. He can, and he picks up another villager. Matreiuss getting so much value out of this Cyclops right now, as it's getting taken down by the Sentinels, by the town center, but it's going to be living for quite some time. Another villager pick off here. 23 villagers to 19 as Ulysses still running around here. We do see that the Minotaur has been taken out. The Ajax has been taken out. The Chiron has been killed, it seems, as well somehow, as Hippolyta comes out. Now Matreiuss can return the favor that Ulysses was doing to him as well, but so many villager kills here as Matreiuss has such a huge advantage. There is still restoration to be cast here. Matreiuss is trying to force this one out, but Ulysses smartly just garrisoning the fishing ships, going to be taking his time, get as much value out of his restoration as he possibly can. A little bit too much gold gathering right now for Ulysses. Sometimes it's a good idea to just pull villagers off of gold onto wood to just fix that situation up as best as he possibly can. As now the trireme moving forward. We've got so many here for Matreiuss though. As if we take a look, it's 11 to 9. As Matreiuss still has the advantage where that's concerned. Both players are actually overdoing it quite a bit on their gold. I'm not sure exactly how that's happened, as the Ajax returns back for some more raids, as the Theseus coming in here to start raiding the villages of Ulysses. He does have up the Sentinels here, so these villagers can very happily make their way over to this location and be completely fine. We do see some good micro from Ulysses as Matreiuss moving in here. Good micro from Ulysses, pulling this trireme back, keeping that one alive. Ulysses now ready to start pushing out as Matreiuss retreats away. The Ajax still pushing in and out, getting little bits of chip damage done, trying to pick off as many villages as he possibly can. Theseus and Hippolyta of Matreiuss looking for some kills over here. There is one very, very low HP villager, as it looks like Hippolyta has been on the grog yet again, as she just cannot seem to manage to find her target here. So villagers do manage to retreat away. Theseus does go down. The Ajax back in onto this position, picking off another unit. We see the big restoration coming in here as Matreiuss has to pull away. Matreiuss has still got a 5 villager lead here though, so absolutely huge at this point, as Hippolyta can simply sit here to deny this wood line and be in a very, very good position. We can see the villagers moving over onto this wood line though and be kind of fine, but Ulysses isn't making any right moves in his home base, but he is able to start pushing Matreiuss on the trireme fight here. As we've got like 10 trireme remaining and 12 trireme for Ulysses pushing in, going to be taking down such the navy of Matreiuss. So that's actually going to be really, really good here for Ulysses if he continues to put the pressure on, but he's decided to pull back. It is a big, big advantage right now for Ulysses here, but it is looking like Matreiuss is probably going to decide to go for town centers here. Either go for town centers or go for the next age. I'm not 100% sure. It looks like he's going for archery range, and he's going for archery range. He's going pure archers here. The gold mine is going to be expiring fairly shortly, and Matreiuss is just saying, you know what? have the water. I'm transitioning onto land. We are going for a late game here. No sirree. One wall over here. We are going to be seeing Ulysses spotting this one going up. So question is going to be whether or not it'll get up in time. But one wall over here is going to put a stop to this gold mine from getting grabbed for quite some time. Archers behind it. It's going to be very, very nice. We do see the villagers making their way over onto this gold mine right now as the archery ranges are up. We've got 700 wood, 700 gold, lots of population to fill up here, and we'll see where these villages are going to be going. It looks like Ulysses is eyeing off this town center, but Matreiuss is already here. The question is, can he get these units out fast enough or not? The villagers do have the resources to get this up. They're going to be pushing these villages away. Ulysses making a very, very strong push, decision here to get this town center up, and that's going to be hurting Matreiuss quite a bit with this strategy that he's attempting to employ here as the villagers turn around going after this, and it looks as if the villagers of Ulysses might get this town center up, but it's looking like there's so many Toxotes coming in here so very, very quickly, and Ulysses has to abandon ship right now. He doesn't have the wood at all to build any sort of military buildings. We see archery range stable coming down here. The Toxotes coming forward to try and push this one. This is very reminiscent of a game from way back when, Magyar King, Mediterranean, Zeus versus Zeus, where King actually faked the water and went for a huge land push. But this is a kind of variant on that, much more safe. And it's looking like he's on both sides of the map perfectly, exactly what he needs to do. Does not need to overdo it on Toxotes on this side of the map. Just needs to get those walls up and make sure he's not going to get any sort of losses. We still have 800 gold in the bank, though, for Ulysses, so he will be able to get out a whole bunch of these Hippocon. The question is it going to be enough or not, as the Ajax still getting attacked there. Matreiuss not microing that one very good just yet, as we see the Hippocon getting taken down, and these Toxotes can just sit on this position very, very nicely. We do not see any attempt at any more trireme coming out. Ulysses needs to basically just take those docks out with the trireme, get more fishing ships out. We are seeing the military buildings of Ulysses getting garrisoned into it at this point, while Matreiuss is finding so many villager kills. So even with the 10 fishing ships getting gathering right now, Matreiuss has got 43 villagers. So he's actually in the lead in terms of his income here, even after losing the water. And we're also going to be able to see Matreiuss come in and sit on this point and deny some of this gold mine. In fact, it's actually looking like Matreiuss says, I don't care about your sentinels. I'm coming in. I'm taking your villages out. I'm sacking my army here. I've got so much economy. 100 population to 76 population, as Ulysses is currently completely gold cut here. And we'll see what he's going to be able to do. He can get a transport ship out, sneak a gold mine. That is one play that he could try here, as the villagers returning back over here. This one sentinel getting some big damage done, but it's not going to be that useful, as the villagers simply going down so fast. 18 villagers here for Ulysses, as he is back to pre-classical age villager levels, and Matreiuss is just completely smoking them all. Ulysses is not paying attention to this. He's just losing so many villagers here. Nothing left in the tank. Not enough resources to get to the heroic age here. Not enough anything. We've got some units finally coming out for Ulysses, but is it too little, too late, as there's just so many units over here for Matreiuss. He's even getting himself out some hoplites as Poseidon. Very smart to do that. And we'll see how this game is going to progress here. The fishing ships popping back out as well for Matreiuss, so he's still got that advantage on the water, even nonetheless. And we do see Matreiuss managing to come out and grab both the gold mines, as well as the army of Ulysses pushing in here. But there are just too many units here for Matreiuss. The micro attempt from Ulysses is nice, but it's not going to be enough. We're starting to see Minotaur coming through for Ulysses. We've seen this by Mr. in a game of Mr. versus Skadi way back when Mr. was gold cut. He chucked a whole bunch of villages onto Temple. He got himself Labyrinth of Minnows to make the Minotaur cheaper, and he went max Minotaur in order to get himself back into the game. But we're not seeing that happening just yet from Ulysses. He hasn't quite run out of gold, but now he has. It's currently 111 population for Matreiuss, 95 population for Ulysses. Most of that population is in Trireme. The Trireme Trireme could be over here helping out, but they are not. As we are seeing the Minotaur coming in, going to start taking down some of these units very, very nicely. The Toxotes in the back are Hades Toxotes, so they can basically trade equal on the medium Toxotes in terms of DPS. So it's still very, very close here. We do see the Theseus coming in here, going to be able to try and take down the Minotaur. Villagers making their way over onto this gold mine, but still 19 villagers for Ulysses. He is trying to build villagers out of his town center as best as he possibly can. We see the Minotaur, very, very low HP remaining, 108 population to 88 population. The Hoplites coming in for Matreiuss as well, taking down those Toxotes in the back. The Hippocon going down, the Theseus moving over here. There is no retreat path for these villagers. Ulysses is going to be dropping down to next to no villagers. As how many are here? 7 remaining. So it's going to drop down to like 10 villagers after losing all of these villagers. They're attempting to make a break for it, but they will all fall. We see some Hades shades coming out. 11 villagers remaining here for Ulysses, as Matreiuss is 53 villagers plus fishing ships to boot. He is in such a commanding position. We see Aphrodite coming through as well, as Matreiuss realizes he can continue to push here very, very nicely. We're going to be seeing Ulysses attempt to push through this wall over here. There are the Trireme here, but a couple of villages already over here. The military building's already down, and Matreiuss can very easily make his way over here. But with the help of the Trireme, it's going to be a different story. These Toxotes will all get completely melted as the Trireme do so much damage. They're looking at something like 18 damage per second because they shoot 3 arrows. We do see the wall has been taken out as the Trireme go into town here. Not quite enough, as the village is going to be retreating back home. Not able to get onto that location. The Toxotes just picking up even more villagers. Even more villagers. And now we see Matreiuss adding insult to injury, grabbing the forward town center, grabbing his back third town center as well. And he will be able, he's getting Envoy's Bow of Horror as well, as he did go at Ares. So this is going to equalize on the damage here. And we do see in that moment, Ulysses tapping out. GG. Well played by Matreiuss with a very, very, very smart identification of map weakness here. Realizing the gold mine was exposed, damage was done. You can give the water up and then go after this location, walled this off. Ulysses making some big, big mistakes, not getting the army out, not getting full population off of this gold before pushing out was a big mistake there. And that allowed Matreiuss to completely control, pick off so many villages. The economic difference is going to be absolutely huge here. If you look at this resource total, Matreiuss had the advantage for literally the whole game, but then it just gets out of control big. The heroic edge comes in and Ulysses ends up tapping out. GG. If you guys enjoyed this game, please consider hitting the follow on the Twitch. If you're on the YouTubes, hit that subscribe button. I'll see you guys in the next game.